All right, so what I'd like to do today is just show off how the different decoding options kind of work. So I'm just actually going to go to a single screen for a minute here. I'm purposely set up this playlist to use XVID, which is not MP4 and therefore not the native format that plays instantly. This one actually, it can't just be quickly converted either. MKVs typically can be, depending on how those are formally encoded. But the point is, let's just take a quick look here in our media library. And you can see here in the cache, it says it's not cached. Mouse over it, it says not converted. We'll convert on first play. And it explains it requires encoding. If I go look at all the stuff I have in here, a lot of stuff in here will say something different. Like this one says fast conversion, and it's already been cached. And then let's see, we have some that are native format. So you get the idea here. It lets you know the status of the file. But what we're going to do with this one is we're just going to go ahead and play it. And as you can see here, it has to convert it before it can play it. Now, depending on your machine and the length of the file, and it's actually a video, believe it or not. What a lame video, I know, but the point is it was just a test to prove how the conversion stuff works. So anyway, depending on your computer and the length of the file and how many videos you might have running at once, let's see here if we put this to this. Start playback. Oh, that's the same video, so let me change the shuffle mode, shuffle all, and hit skip so they all switch. By default, it's set to have 2 conversions at once as your maximum. The others go into queue. Now you can change this if you want, but honestly, it's not a bad way to start. I would try the default settings initially. But it's going to convert these videos, and when they're ready, it'll start playing them. Okay? But all right, let's say, hey, I don't want to deal with that right now. Maybe you have a bunch of stuff that isn't compatible natively. You can go into your media library. Let's go to that particular collection I knew was problematic here, and it shows you which ones have been cached. So those are the ones with the little green are good to go already. I don't have to worry about those. But the rest of these puppies, I can select them in bulk if I want. Hit the convert option. It shows a little queue of them converting. And while you're in the media library, you get to see this information. But if you leave the media library on the top left over here, I've shrunk my mouse. I forgot to put it back to big so you can't see it. But the top left here, you can see 0 of 7 are done. And if I were to go to different tabs, like the analytics, if I were to go into achievements even, you'll see how far the conversion process is. 1 of 7 are done. So by doing this, you can have the files pre-converted and not have to wait for them. Now, if you were to launch it right now, the ones that aren't converted, you might have some still stuck in queue. But it'll let you know how things are going. And that's just one of the options you have. So going along with that, if I were to go into my settings, there's a concept of your conversion cache and your library. And they serve 2 different purposes. The library is where assets go if you were to copy them to your library, which you may not really need to do. It's just an extra option for folks. This is where your decoy button image goes. If you copy the decoy image to your library, you don't have to. The decoy image could be referenced externally, but you can also copy it to this folder, so it's always there. But for conversion cache, you see here there's different sizes, and I might add another couple sizes maybe to the end of this for people who want it. But the idea is you get to pick how much space is going to be eaten up by this conversion process. And the cool thing about how this works is as you run out of cache, it doesn't delete the oldest cache, it deletes the least recently played video file. So if you play video files regularly, they'll stay in your cache, where stuff you don't play will be removed first. And the last option I'll show off for now is the copy to library button. There's probably a few reasons you want to do this or don't want to do this. I actually don't really use this myself. I just leave things in their original folder, but there's definitely potential that someone might want to copy this to the folder they've set up in their settings. So this would do is it tells you how big it is, and it gives you the option to hide the original because you may not want to have duplicates in your library. So I'm gonna hit copy. It got rid of the original, and now it updated this to say my library. Whereas before it said probably 1080p MKV because that was the folder or collection name. But now this one's in my library. And if I were to go back to my settings, it'll show me that I have one file copy there and that it's, 3 megabytes. So that's just how the conversion cache in your library work. Thanks for dropping by.